around me. So won't you say my name, say my name? If you claim you want me, it ain't no that. You acting kinda shady. You ain't been calling me baby. Boy, you can go stop playing games, playing games.
What's up, my beautiful baby? Case your girl Keith. Everybody, we're on YouTube. We're back with another reading. Okay, so I do want to just give like a little quick like confirmation check-in to see if this is your pal or not. 10 o'clock the time what you're seeing this. So for a lot of you guys, this move is going to happen sooner than what you think. Okay, I do want to say this trigger warning. I feel compelled to tell you guys there's not really anything bad. I just feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be more mature in age, or you could suffer from some physical ailments regarding your health. Okay, I do think that wherever you guys are right now, you could do what you want. Because I'm hearing, I just got my new apartment, I'm gonna get my floors wet. So wherever you are now, it's something that I think you're very happy there, very comfortable, but you could be alone or like lonely wherever you are. I get an energy surrounded. It might be like a lot of food joints that you really like. You might have be regular at certain restaurants or something like that wherever you're going. The neighbors could be just really chipper and nice, or you could just stay in a real cool like area where it's just lay and glow. I feel like wherever you are is quiet. It might even be like a Starbucks nearby where you stay. You guys could also stay somewhere where maybe people pop up, like uninvited guests. Okay, could like tend to pop up at your place of residence. I don't know if like some of you guys, it could also be you can look outside a lot and see the kids doing, like, you can see people doing foolish things, but it's not to the point to where it's like bothersome to you. Like it might be like every now and then, like for example, I get two different examples. If you're in the hood, you might see a crackhead every now and then do some weird shit. If you're in the suburbs, for example, you could every now and then see kids maybe perhaps outside, like in the wrong weather clothing. So I remember seeing a kid, and it was like 60 something degrees outside. He ain't had no jacket, no nothing, no Vaseline, baby, was just bare, and it aggravated me. But sandals and stuff, and it was like, what the hell? But something like that could be probably like in that neighborhood. Like you could just be one of the mature people, even if you're not older or like up there in age. You could just be one of the more mature people in your either your apartment complex, in your building, for example, or in your neighborhood, or just on your street. You could be considered like an auntie or an elder within this community, or this is just generally speaking, we gonna run this town tonight. So it's pretty much like you do what you want wherever you are. Either this is your own shit, or if you're staying with somebody, they're not there. So it's something like that. And if that doesn't resonate for you guys, this is probably not your pile, or probably not the reading for you, Bookie. But I do want to say that where you guys are leaving or heading to next, I do want to say this. There might be, it might be in the hood. I feel like it's going to be like a different, you might be in an environment right now where you might be either in the middle class area or the suburbs, and the next place you're going to stay, it might be a low income area, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of weed dealers specifically around you. That could be a good or a bad thing depending on who you are. I also feel like it might be a corner store in the area. I also feel like you're going to be very close to like a bakery or a donut shop or something like that. For a lot of you guys, you could have nosy neighbors who could have conflicts of their own. So you could have neighbors that get into domestic disputes, and that could be something to where it's like, oh, I don't even want to get to know so-and-so. I don't know, you ever just went outside to just mop the grass because you're being nosy and shit? I can kind of see that. You might have either you're going to be, some of you guys could be pregnant when you go into this new space, or it's potential for you to have a baby at this new home, or you might have a pregnant neighbor, okay? Or your landlady could be pregnant, because it's something about a baby that I'm picking up on. I don't think this is somewhere you're going to want to be for long. I'm not gonna be here for long. Keith Sweat energy. You might have issues with your air conditioning and heat wherever you're going next. It might be a lot of, because I was trying to like pull energy for you guys, I almost said where is Power One going to be soliciting next? So That could be a message that resonates for somebody if you're in sales, okay, in whatever capacity. That could be for you. Or this could be an energy surrounding there could be a lot of like Girl Scouts or whatever in your area, or Boy Scouts who are always like trying to sell you things. Or it could be like an energy of perhaps there's just like, again, like I said earlier, weed dealers. There could just be constantly people trying to offer you to sell you drugs in your community. I just can only tell you what I'm picking up on. You might even stay in an area that's predominantly homosexual. So you might stay, like, for instance, if you're in Texas, this would be like staying in Cedar Springs, which is the gay capital of Dallas. Okay, so that's something like that. You might stay near a gay club or something. It's like a party life. I definitely feel like you're going to be around people who are your age. Okay, I will say that I do see you're going to be around people who like to party, but they might not take certain things as seriously as you do. So you guys, if you're younger, you could be someone who's just mature in the way you carry yourself. Okay, you could stay with an older woman, or specifically, or a very, very, very old man. Like I feel like it's a woman. If it's a woman, she's just older than you. But if it's a man, he's like old as shit. That's just how I'm picking up on it. I think that if you have children, your children have their own bedroom. Okay, I think that would be a very big thing. I don't think that they'll use it. I think they'll often be in your bathroom or in your room for some reason, but they'll have their own bedroom wherever you'll stay next. Especially if you have kids of different age groups, okay? Or if there's an energy surrounding, like, maybe you're trying to expand. Maybe your baby is growing out of like baby stuff. So this would be for my toddler parents, okay? Especially your kids might have their own rooms. Okay, I do think the energy surrounding this home, it might be, I don't think your neighbors will be too close to you in regards to where y'all are appearing, or y'all can see into each other's backyards easily, okay? I think that it, I don't know, like in Texas, sometimes we have houses that are like literally like you could poop and your fart will go in your backyard, like your neighbor's like patio area or whatever the fuck. Like it's like that, like tight, close. It's not giving that. It's more so like some space in between. Now it's not giving country valleys, baby. It's giving more so like, you know how apartment buildings are spread out in that capacity? It's like that, okay? And you might stay in like a townhome community, or these are going to be houses that are like, this might be like a community for my women. This could be like a program that you get. This could be housing, or like a women's program that reaches out to you. Because I almost said they're not, damn, I forgot, but it sounded like I said breast, but I wasn't trying to say that. I forgot what I was even trying to say. So some of you guys could definitely be pregnant when you're living into this new space, or you could become pregnant fairly quickly into living in this new space, or you can get this or acquire this because you have a child, or acquire this, like this could be some assistance of some sort that you're receiving, because I could see that as well for some of you guys. It might be a lot of fast food where you are now, and I think where you're going, it could be more so like restaurants, okay? Like home businesses, or like independently owned restaurants. So it wouldn't be like, you might stay downtown for some of you guys, or you might stay in the area. Like it's not giving, okay, like before I feel like you had corporations like Starbucks by you and Chili's, things of that nature, or like a burger joint. I feel like where you're moving, it's going to be more so like your mom and pop stores. So this would be like for my New Yorkers, this would be like a bodega in the area. This would be like a jerk spot, okay? This wouldn't be like a bunch of, I don't see a bunch of franchise restaurants around you, and wherever you're going to be moving next, I more so see, like I said, independently owned restaurants, okay? It might even be like food trucks or something like that, because it's giving like munchy food. So you might be like a Jack in the Box, but that might be just it. It might even be a lot of like, might be a lot of white people. So, and it could be like, so some of you guys, you could stay, if it's not the hood, it's like this low income environment. It could be somewhere, I don't know, like for me, I'm in Ennis right now. So this is like, and I feel like over here it's a bunch, like it's a mix of like white people, but it's not sure. How do I say this? It's not giving honey boo boo. It's giving more so like for the white people here. I don't know. It's like everybody act like Debbie Ryan to me over here. Like everybody has that one personality, or like that one girl from Shake It Up. If you know, you know. I'm trying to think of another. I don't know. Everybody here is like Jim Carrey. Okay, so it's a lot of people who are in interracial relationships out here. Like majority of people out here are in interracial relationships. They're like gypsies out here. That's the best way I can like explain it. But for you guys, this would be like going to stay by like white trash, but they might dress themselves up to be like Southern Belles, if I'm being honest. So some of you guys could stay in Atlanta, for example, and you could be staying in an environment where maybe, and I feel like these people are going to present themselves as being classier than what they are. They're not. Like, that's the thing. Like, and these people in this neighborhood, they might eat, like, I don't know, something about this is going to present to be classier than what they are, so they might have a designer car, for example. But like I said, you're gonna be seeing domestic disputes, or this person or these people could have like a lot of add-ons, or they could have a nice house, or your neighbors in general. Like I feel like they're gonna have like your neighborhood is gonna be nice and neat. I feel the need to tell you, like, it's gonna be nice. It's not gonna look dirty when you move in, when you tour the apartment complex, or when you tour the area. It's not gonna look like, oh, I'm moving into the fucking slums. It's not giving like that. You're not moving into the boondies. It's just giving. This might be an environment or created specifically for people during hardships or something like that, or if this might be an environment or home. That it's just like they might just accept anybody's application. This might be second chance or something like that. I don't know. But I think a lot of people here, they may have been, they are trying to rebuild on their credit of some sort. Like this is a transitional housing for a lot of people within the area. So if you don't have housing or Section 8 or some sort of resource, or be through some sort of program or something like that, like Promise House, something of that nature, it will be a lot of people within this area who get that sort of resources. So that can also contribute to the environment. So that something about it is like, I don't know, it's reminding me when I say the Cedar Springs, I remember when it wasn't too many like, there wasn't a certain demographic of people in my area until they started accepting certain things, and then the area in itself, it became like, there was more trash in the area, it was more like junkies, and it was a little bit more like noise. And it was harder to get a work order. But I remember moving into that apartment when it was first built, and I had virtually no problems with anybody on the complex. It was a little bit, I don't know, I should have known moving in that it would have been weird because they moved us in super fast. So I feel like it's somebody that, it's a catch. Like these people are going to be really nice when they get you in during the application process, but I feel like they're gonna be moving you in before certain shit is done. So when I moved in, the hot water in our building wasn't working, for example. So this is like a landlord moving you in, but they're like, oh, well, we're gonna clean the carpets. You have to put the deposit down today, but we're not gonna have your apartment ready till next week. Or they might give you your keys before things are ready. They might still be fixing things. Like my bathtub, I couldn't use my bathtub. I think my sister's bathtub in our last apartment. Because they were still painting it, like it had to be resurfaced. It took forever for them to resurface. Then when they did it the first time, they half-ass did it. So something like that, where it's like, and obviously we were first-time renters at the moment. Well, she was a first-time renter. I wasn't a first-time renter. And moving into it was like a, I don't know, for me it was like building my credit, because they accepted me with a broken lease that was paid off, something like that. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting for you all, where it's like somebody's gonna be working with you to move you in, but just know that when you come in this area, it's gonna come with its complications. Okay, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, what it's really gonna be is your neighbors. Like your neighbors might annoy the shit out of you more than anything. It's like you might get into a shouting match with your neighbor, or you might have to like check somebody, and I feel like you might have a neighbor that's real rough with their kids, if that makes it. And that might be the kicker for you, especially if you have children, or if you just really love kids. It's like, I don't know, like my neighbor upstairs, I'm waiting to see them, because I don't know who they are, but I can tell like they spank their kid a lot. And also their kid, they might probably have a disability because they just holler all the time. Like you know, they just holler like the top of their, like they're young, like they're uncomfortable. And it's kind of giving that, like, you might be having concern. It's not giving Jeffrey Dahmer, like, eat the sandwich, I made you a sandwich, eat it. It's not giving that, Bookie. It's not giving you smelling foul smells from your apartment. It's giving more so like, damn, what are y'all doing up there? You might be on the bottom floor from somebody, if it's, or so you might have a duplex if this is a house, or you might just stay in a community to where you're just on, you might be by the end of the street. If you get a house, you might be on the very end of the street where it's the most traffic, and it's like, or your house might be facing the street. It's some sort of like energy surrounding. You're dealing with other people who are just around you, but I don't feel like they're going to impact like your home stay. Like, these people aren't, like I said, if it's an apartment, people in apartment complexes, they're close to each other, but not that fucking close. Apartment complexes are not, never, the buildings are never that close, and then you're stacked on top of each other. So it's something like that. I think it might be a lot of kids in the area. So if you have little ones, or even if you don't have little ones, you won't be interacting with a lot of children or youth within. They might have like youth programs. They might give out free lunch in this area, or they might have like programs for kids. If the kids in the neighborhood might have grew up, like everybody that's in this neighborhood probably grew up and they stay there in this area for a long time, whatever this is, whether it's a house or it's an apartment community. People tend to stay in this neighborhood or this complex or this environment for a long time once they're there, or their families tend to move like around each other because sense of like familiarity between these people. Okay, and like you're gonna be the new people, like the new person on the block, and you might get a lot of attention and that might annoy you, but I think the children will brighten up your day, because the kids in there, like, they might ask you a lot of questions. Like, I don't think these kids have any sorts of like social like boundaries. These some like cute ass badass kids. Like, I don't even know what that it was, but it's kind of giving like, I don't know, like they might play ding dong ditch, shit like that. Where these kids during Halloween, they might get more than what they're supposed to do for like the candy and things of nature, but it's not nothing that you won't handle. Give me a second. I think I'm actually gonna pull like some charms for you guys to see what else I can get for you all. We're gonna be living in. It is. Okay, so it's stop. Okay, so wherever you're gonna be going, a lot of people will consider you lucky to have this place or to be here in this area. So if it is like an assisted program, it will be like, okay, obviously, I think they choose housing vouchers like randomly, so that some people might be like, oh, I've been waiting to get approved for a long time, and you just went straight up the list or something like that. Or it's a vibe or an energy of, this could be you're lucky in the sense to where you're by everything you need to be, or you can get on your feet in this area. And I did say something interesting enough about Halloween, and look, so some of you guys, either you're gonna be moving during the fall months, or some of you guys, you could be moving into this home and during the fall months specifically, or there's an energy of harvest, something that you manifest, or you've been asking for a new living situation this fall. That could be what it is. Some of you guys could have been transitioning. Maybe you applied during fall, or it could be something that you applied for, something that you was looking at. This could be a home that you was like touring during fall or something like that. But I did say somebody's gonna get pregnant, and that could be your energy as well. When I think about pumpkins, I think about babies, I think about pregnant women's. Okay, we also have water here, so this might be a pool. If this is a house, the house has a pool, or like deep soak tubs, or there's an energy where it might be a pool in the area. Okay. And again, this is like corner store vibes. So I told you guys it was gonna be like a mom and pop anyway. Y'all got the $2 bill, so that wherever you're going, you're gonna be protected. This is also a reminder to pay homage and set up your altar when you first go to, or your prayer room. Okay, altars can be different, and depending on who you are, they could look very different. But I know for me, I have to have a war room. If y'all don't know what a war room is a prayer closet. Like, I have to have that. And I feel like a strong house is a house with many altars, so you really should have multiple. And depending on what you're trying to bring in, whether it's protection, if you're trying to ask God to bless you, things of that nature, certain angels that you work with, or just in general, you just might want to have it private. Or some things you might want to put in certain areas of your house. So look into that. But also, if you guys are interested, I do offer those services. The link is below. In the description box, where you can access my website. Okay, we also just have a new blog upload. So check out our Betty blog on my website as well. But I digress. Wherever you're going, I think that your ancestors are calling for you to give an offering or to give thanks once you get this place, because it's been something that you've been wanting for a long time. It takes a while for a pumpkin to grow and to be able to harvest it and for it to be full in stature. Okay, so take that into consideration. And so I'm also hearing it says season where niggas cut the checks for no reason. So I do think it's going to be like you might move into this home and everything kind of falls into place for you. No pun intended with the pumpkin. But I kind of get a vibe that when I think of fall, I think of like warm, cozy. Like I see you guys, like your house is going to smell very good. And you might have a lot of trees in your area, so you might have to like, I see you being by a wooded area, because you also got the pine cone, another symbol of protection. But also when I think pine cones, I think of like trees, and I also think about like the creatures that be in the woods. So that could be something that you guys need to protect yourself from. Maybe they're telling you to put some pest like controls things down as well. But there are also, for those of you who are probably like, for my conjure sisters or my, witches, warlocks, whatever the case may be, they're definitely telling you to hide protection in plain sight. Okay, I do feel like animals are going to be popping out of nowhere. Like you might come outside and a familiar might come to visit you. You might have a lot of those encounters at your new home. Oh, look, somebody here has to have their fucking Starbucks. You might switch, because I don't know why. This looks like, I don't know, this is like an off-brand Starbucks cup. Some of you guys, I just heard Dunkin'. Some of you guys might switch to Dunkin' and put it in a Starbucks cup. Or you might get, I don't know, what is this, a Stanley cup? Because it got like a clip on it or something like that. Some of you guys, I don't know, y'all might be by a Costco or Sam's Club, because it's a big ass water bottle. Okay, so y'all might be by like a place like that where they sell like, or Big Lots or something, or Lowe's. Y'all are gonna be by somewhere, or where it's like a big store. So if you're in Dallas, this would be like staying by Jenny's Beauty Supply, and it's a really big beauty supply, like a huge beauty supply, something like that. I did say y'all gonna have some issues with some like you gonna have like a love-hate relationship with your next home. And let me tell you why. I think that there's gonna be energy surrounding want to be left by yourself. You might also, it might settle in, like you might have gratitude that you're where you are, but some of you guys, you could be moving at a very great distance, or you're moving away from people, so you can stay with other people now, or you could just be around like friends and family members, and wherever you go, it might be out the way. It might be too far for people to travel. Or if it's energy surrounding, I know I have to cut people off in order to have this blessing. Certain people don't deserve to know where I stay anymore. It's kind of giving like, cause I'm hearing heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. So mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on sleeve. So something about putting your heart on ice. So I do feel like there's a like energy surrounding. You're going to be very protective over your space wherever you live. Next, like everybody can't come in my crib, okay? If I do allow you in my crib, I'm saging afterwards. It's not giving, if every friends or benefits coming in my crib. If you ain't got a place to stay, I'm sorry. We ain't fucking. This is another like Starbucks cup. So some of you guys, y'all might get into coffee, or y'all might start going to the gym. It might be an apartment complex with a gym, or it might be a gym that you start frequenting in your next home. Some of you guys, if you just bought a home and this is what I'm picking up on, this could just you could just renovate this space, okay? Some of you guys, I was also getting, some of you guys, your next place, some of you guys get into like an incident. I don't know if you go, like your next home could be like temporarily either like a hospital, or for some of you a jail. Like very temporarily, like some of you guys, or it's gonna like you're gonna experience like a really big delay before you get into this home situation. So this is like right before you move into your house. maybe it's a conflict between you and somebody, and then you have to go away for a little while, or maybe you get a ticket or something, or maybe if it's not that, it could be just simple as before you move into this space, maybe you just don't have the funds right now. Maybe your landlord say, hey, you gotta go now. And it's like, okay, I'll just go thug it out in the motel, hotel until I move into this space. And then come fall, you'll be able to move in peace. So it's like a lot of energy surrounding, like some of you guys who identify with that, if you're staying with somebody and they get impatient, they keep going, don't worry, you'll be okay. Because I feel like you'll have some sort of temporary house before you go there. Or this could be temporary. You could stay with somebody and then move into your own space. That's going to resonate for who it's going to resonate with. And my left hand is itching like a motherfucker as soon as I said that. So some of you guys, it could just be you saving your money. Okay? And that could be what's delaying it. Or maybe you just want to save money for something that you really want to do or to invest. I don't know. I feel like it might even be like a mall or like a shopping center. It might be specifically like or it could be like a cologne lady, like an oil man, like, people that sell like, or a beauty spa in the area. I see it being on like a Whole Foods near you. It might even be like a Market or Aldi's, or like for some of you guys specifically like a WIC office. That's gonna resonate so for us who it's supposed to resonate with, because this is like a yogurt, and that to me, if you ever grew up not having shit, that's then you know. But that's like lick when you're young or something like that. But I was also getting like free, like it's gonna be a school in the area. It's gonna be a school. Like you might stay right around the corner, or right down the street, or right across the street from a school. Yeah. I did say y'all was gonna be eating a lot of sweets. It's gonna be a bakery next, and look, it's a cupcake mix box, and it's a spoon right here. It's like something that you're trying to put down sweets, a sugary habit. It's like it's gonna be easily available to you, and it can be hard for you to curb like that habit of like eating sugar or cakes or something like that. Some of you guys, you could also move during your birthday, because I'm also getting like cheers. Okay, so some of you guys, you have a birthday coming up, you can move on around your birthday, or you can move on your birthday. I'm seeing 777. Especially, so if you've been saying 777 or 222, you can move around your birthday. That could be what the harvesting is about. Like, because when I think about Halloween, I think about like celebrating all of your, for me, I celebrate all my ancestors on Halloween. So it's kind of like that. It's like a celebration of you. Okay, this is a gift that's getting given to you. It's like a new season. So whenever the next season comes, and whatever season you're watching this, the very next season, you're gonna be moving. Okay. It might not be like this. Well, no, I was getting it earlier, like this year, that you was gonna be moving to this next. So I don't even think you'll be watching this if you're not getting ready to move anyway. But yeah, this would be a reading. If you guys would like to know more, hit the link below in the description box, access my website so you get a personal reading. I love you guys for coming back, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah.
Take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me? I won't have to hold my breath till you get down on one knee, because you only want to hold me when I'm looking good enough. Did you ever fool me? Would you ever picture us? Every time I pull my hair out, it's only out of fear that you'll find me ugly and one day you'll disappear. Cause what's the point of crying? It was never even enough. Did you ever want me? Was I ever good enough? Good boy's a liar. Good boy's a liar. He doesn't see ya. You're not looking at me, boy. Good boy's a liar. Good boy's a liar.
What's up, how to? It's your favorite girl, Key, your favorite battle reader on YouTube. We're back with another reading. Today we're going to be discussing the topic, where you going to live next, ho? So, I just want to do like a quick energy check-in, just to see, like, is this even your reading? Like, 'cause I don't even want to waste your time on mine. So, wherever you are staying at now, you can stay somewhere where I feel like everything's made in the shade for you guys. Like, just kind of what I'm getting, it's kind of giving, like, you might stay by a Chuck E. Cheese, or you could stay by like a I don't know, like a Chick-fil-A, or like a kids, like, you know, a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant where it's a kid and play inside. Or you could stay by like, I don't know, like This is like staying by Six Flags, or staying by Chuck E. Cheese, or staying by Nickel Ramblin', or something like that, or by Great Wolf Lodge, or by the fair. You could stay somewhere where children frequent to celebrate and have fun, or celebrate their birthdays, or you could stay with your parents right now. And you might feel like you're annoyed because you don't want to answer to people wherever you are. Wherever you are now, you don't have much responsibilities. I would say that. And I feel like you're irritated because you feel like people are like you not as independent as you would like to be. You may feel like other people have it better than you. You might be craving something that somebody else has. In the present moment, you could also I don't know if you stay somewhere where there's a lot of fast food restaurants, or it's like a community where a lot of people know each other in this area where you stay. It might move very slow in the town you are. You might feel like you're too preppy for this environment. Like you might feel like the people in where you stay at or in the area, they could be boring. Okay, you could feel that way. You could feel like, what am I kind of getting? It's like I think you might feel the people are kind of like you might stay in a gray area. Like it might feel gray. Like the energy, if you was to describe your city as a color or wherever you stay in now, it would be like gray or beige. You know, like I don't know how to explain it. Either it's very familiar or it's boring to you, or it's kind of like, I don't know. If you stay with somebody, you have comfort with this person, or you don't like your neighbor, or you don't like your roommate, it's like something where it's petty that I feel like it could be resolved through a conversation, but it's like, nah, I just want to go. I don't want to talk it out. So it's like when you start getting grown and you ain't never stay by yourself, you start smelling yourself like, I gotta give you $20 for rent. The fuck? I go pay my own rent, and then you gonna pay your own rent. It's like, that's kind of what it's giving. Cause I feel like wherever you're going, it's like, I don't think you gonna be at your house much. Because wherever you go, the bills, you're going to be focused on how can I keep up the bills so I don't have to say. Now, some of you guys, this could be the opposite. Some of you guys are leaving somewhere. You have been staying by yourself and you've been living it up, but you know you're behind on your bills. You might have to go stay back with like a family member or a relative, somebody you don't want to deal with, somebody that's going to remind you that you stepped out on a limb and took a chance. And maybe it's not, you're gonna be feeling like maybe I bit off too much more than what I could chew. So be mindful of like getting a house and you know you can't afford the rent, or it's contingent on like it's like the max of your budget. Do not exceed your budget. Do not move before you have to move. Do not rush it, because I can feel like you guys are gonna have some sort of regrets. I think that like you might work with somebody and it might be something where they move you in really, really fast, and it might be somewhere where like I feel like the repairs is gonna be, I don't know. It's like how they gonna sell it to you. They gonna move you in that motherfucker quick, and then they gonna kick you out just as fast when you don't do what you're supposed to do. But I'm kind of getting a vibe like they slow to do what the fuck they supposed to do. So this is like somebody taking forever to give you your keys to move in, but they want you to move out right on the second, like right on the dot when they say so. It's kind of giving like you might stay somewhere. It could be like, I feel like wherever it is, you're gonna be kind of sad. So this is like, you're gonna feel like maybe you hit rock bottom. Some of you guys, this could even be like, I don't know. Some of you guys, it could be like living in your car, or it could be like not having nowhere, you know? So this could be an advice for you guys. If you have somewhere where you staying right now, don't fuck it up where you are trying to rush to go somewhere else, because you kind of got it made in the shade where you at. So I'm kind of getting a vibe like, I don't know, some of you guys just don't like to work, and you probably don't have to work where you are. You probably just got to answer some questions, and you probably got to do with people that you feel like are stupid or like beneath you. But it's like you gonna deal with those type of people anyway. I feel like it could also be you might go somewhere and you might not hate where you stand. Like this is like staying in like a, I don't know. Some of you guys could be like an extended stay or a budget suite, or like you might move from one environment. You might go to, or you just might be, let's just say you stay in like a franchise of apartments. It don't have to be like that. Let's just say you've been staying by yourself and you're staying in a franchise apartment. Let's just say you've been staying in I don't know, let's just say this apartment complex name is the Blues, but their sister apartment complex is called the Oranges. You picking up the Oranges is gonna be the same because you know it's the same company that runs the Blues, and the Oranges is ghetto as fuck. The Oranges is like, it look one way on the website, then when you get there it's different. It look one way in the daytime, and at night the freaks come out. It's giving that type of vibe. Like, it might be so, you might even encounter like rude people at the receptionist area. I feel like somewhere where it got a receptionist desk. This isn't giving like a house. This is giving like an apartment or like a program where people are supposed to be helping people but they not. Or it's like, bitch, nobody, it's like it's a customer service job where like the realtor might be rude, or your landlord might be an asshole, or like I said, the administration in the office could be rude as fuck, or they could just not speak, like they can speak another language than you know, or they could act like they don't understand you, or like they can't help you. It could be a, like, you might even experience racial profiling wherever you move at next. It might just be hard for you to find work in this area. That might be what it is. It's like, it might be a vibe surrounding, I don't know. Cause for some of you guys, it's not that you're gonna be like homeless. It could just not feel like home. I don't know how to explain it. It's not gonna feel like you wanna be there. Okay, you're gonna be having some regrets is what I'm picking up on. It's kind of giving like you might even feel like you might miss whoever you're leaving, or you might miss where you go. So it's like, this is like reminding me when I moved to Chicago and I was being nice to people and they were just being dry ass rude to me, except the men. The men were very nice to me. They were like, where you from? I could tell you from the bottom of the map. Like, where you talk? Bottom of the map is what they used to say. And I just be like, yeah, I'm from Texas. But the men was real nice to me. But the women's, I don't know. I remember like asking, the lady stepped outside at Drake 48. And I was just trying to tell her that they called her number for her fucking Drake chicken. And she thought I was trying to hit on her and went off. Like, girl, I don't want you. The fuck? Like, calm down. It's like I'll be a night trying to make friends and they'll be smiling in my face, and then I hear them talk about me. Like, they talk mad shit out there, and I remember feeling so alone and so hurt, so betrayed, so depressed, because I feel like I had took a really big risk. And I was like, what was the reason? Like, what was the point of me even going out here? Like, I'm confused. Like, I came out here to start over. I was told this was gonna be one thing. I was told somebody was gonna help me get on my feet so that I could do X, Y, and Z, go back to school, better myself, start my business, and then, you know, eventually maybe start my own life out there, get my own home. But I was like, once I got out there to see the area, I was like, I don't want to be out here. I wouldn't even want to get my own shit out here. I don't even know why you stay out here. Because the person that I was like, my aunt that I was coming to stay with, she was from Dallas as well. So coming out, she had been staying in Chicago for a long time. So she didn't prepare me for none of that. Even the weather, baby. Baby, we don't get snow like that out here in Dallas, baby. Oh no. I went out there with leggings, bitch, and flats, in like a light jacket. And it was snowing. Bitch, I got pneumonia and the flu and strep all at the same time. Like, you know how fucking back to back is what I'm saying. Like, I got all that shit back to back because I was so fucking sick. Like, I was not prepared for the weather. I was depressed because it was dark and gloomy all the time. The area, to me, it felt like it was no color. I feel like every building, and I don't know, maybe it's the side of Chicago I was at. Like, my grandma stayed in Riverdale, and then my cousins and my aunts, they stayed off 61st Street, and that's where I was staying at, off 61st Street. So I don't know, it was just kind of giving, like, I was like, damn, even the hood in Dallas look better than this. I was like, everything brown. It looked like a Power episode. Like, I was just so thrown. I just wasn't happy, and that's just kind of what it's kind of what I'm getting for you guys. Like, it's not gonna be what you think it's gonna be. It's like, what the fuck? It's like something like that. And you might even be like, people might say, like, I don't know, I remember when I was out there, people were saying like I was moving too slow, and they was making fun of my accent, like I sounded like I sounded unintelligent to them, and they kind of bothered me. And it might be something like that. You might feel like you don't have no new friends out there. You might be annoyed. You might feel like the people that you work with are assholes. So it's like when you probably not going to want to be home. You're probably going to want to get out of the area because you're somewhere new. You probably want to get around. It's like you're hoping to make new friends and you're around people just like, I don't fit in wherever I go. And that's how you're going to be feeling. It might make you like sad. But I don't think it's like meant to make you sad. I just think that you just... I don't know, because if I was still in Chicago, I feel like I would have made something better of myself. I kind of don't wish I was still there. I just wish I would have went by myself as opposed to staying with other people or in a different phase of my life. Like, I feel like if I was to go stay in Chicago now, I would be in a different position, or I would feel different about it. You know, I wouldn't hate it so much. Because of the people I was with, because of the people I was with, I was in areas where I would never be, you know? And I just didn't know. I wish I would have done my research on the area. So be mindful of like moving in very quickly or moving out of a space very quickly rather. Because I feel like wherever you are now, you don't have to just get up and move too quickly. I feel like you kind of have the freedom to kind of do what you want to do, or just kind of wake up when you want to wake up, do what you want to do. Not work possibly, or like kind of like get by. And you might want to ride on that. Somebody might be getting on your nerves, like staying with you, but it's not giving like you just need to just abandon ship right now. It's kind of what I feel called to tell you guys. But I'm gonna put some charms just to make sure, y'all. I'm gonna make sure, bestie. I'm gonna put some charms. Let me get this. Where's Kyle T gonna say next? Okay. If you have a dog or some kittens, somebody might steal one of your pets in this area. People might be notorious for doing that, especially if you got like a small dog, or your dog could pass away in his new home or something like that. This is like reminded me when I stayed with my daddy, and the neighbor, she was purposely killing our dogs by putting poison down that she knew was gonna kill our puppy. She was just mean because she didn't like dogs. She was like, my grandbaby scared of dogs. It's like it was a whole 2 yards in the driveway, but it was like, you know, it was just a bullshit. She was wrong as fuck. But something like that, you might feel like people just dry ass mean wherever you stand. It's like imagine staying on the same street as that nigga from Monster House. You gonna be, it's like, why you act like that? It's giving that. It's like, I don't know. Imagine having a Scrooge as a neighbor. You know, it's like, Okay, so let's see. Where is Chelsea gonna stay next? You might stay near, like, some of you guys are in the military, so you can stay on, like, some of you guys could, like, a military base, something like that, or you could get into, like, some sort of program or something like that, and that could be exactly what it is, because you better ask somebody to wear them uniforms. It ain't never what they tell you in high school when you 18 and you don't know shit. It ain't never like that. They just want to tell you so you can think, oh, charger. Checks. No. It's a price to come with that fucking charger, but I digress. Oh, okay. We do have the Tiger's Eye, so I do feel like it's gonna be somewhere where you can afford to be there. You might have to work to obtain these things, but the Tiger's Eye, I don't feel like your home will be ugly. So this is definitely saying you will have stability. So this would be scratching the idea like that I was saying you would be homeless. This could just be like you might just feel like, I don't know, it might not feel homey to you. It might, like some of you guys, if you're used to being with your parents, you might go somewhere where you're by yourself and it might just be like you're lonely, you know? But with this Tiger's Eye, this is kind of giving like, I don't know, it might be somewhere where it costs. It's gonna cost, and it's more so for the aesthetics of what it look like or what it's by. Like, it's like when I say the Cedar Springs, it was kind of like they was charging us too much just for the area because it was the richest city in Dallas. But it's not. Well, I was in Highland Park, which is Cedar Springs is basically in Highland Park, and that's the richest city in Dallas. It's like you was charged at Highland Park like fee, but you wasn't getting a Highland Park experience. You understand what I'm saying? Because the water was away, something like that, where it's like, I'm not satisfied with what y'all showed me this is gonna be. It's like something like that. It's like you might be paying like the top end of your budget type rent, and it's like they're bare minimum with the shit. I think I said that for you guys. Some of you guys might get a pet in its new home. It might be by like a dog shelter or something like that, because the dog bowl is upside down. And then we got dog food here. It might be some of you guys, this could be like by a jail center. My condolences to those of you guys who are going to go do a bid. You know that's your storyline, but it's not going to be for everybody because, you know, they give y'all that dog food up in there. But for others of you guys, it could be like staying in the area and you might not like the fast food that's around it. Or you might just not like fast food at all. You might be somebody where it's like, no, I got to cook my food. Fuck that. We got McDonald's at home. And I don't even like McDonald's. It's like something like that. I don't know. So I see you guys. I don't know. It's kind of giving like, can't really move around like how you want to move around in the area. You got to get creative with like meals. Some of you guys, you probably don't know how to cook, but you gonna learn how to cook being in this environment, because it's like, this is a bunch of DoorDash. Like, look, this is a bunch of DoorDash. We got soup. This is like, okay, all the stores closed down. I decided that I was gonna smoke in the middle of the night. Now I'm hungry and drunk with the munchies, so I guess I'll just get some Campbell's soup from the Walgreens. This is sushi. And this is McDonald's fries. And then we got tea here. Can I get a cup of tea? This is like, yeah, tea. It's kind of giving like, you might be somewhere where everything is like not in a walkable distance, or it's like far out and you might not want to drive. Like, you might be worrisome on your gas. Like, you probably don't give a fuck about gas now, but you will when you move. You're going to be thinking about transportation more than ever. It's like, it's me where I'm at now. I don't know how to drive, so I'm somewhere where it's very car dependent, and it really fucks with me because it throws off my schedule. When I was in Dallas, that shit never affected me because you could get an Uber or a Lyft like that. And then it was the bus. It's no buses out here. It's no even cabs out here. And then the Lyfts and the Ubers, they take like an hour to even come out here because I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. So it's kind of giving like that, right? Like how I stay in it, and it's just like country vibes as fuck. It's kind of giving like that for you guys, where it's like, damn, I gotta stay on my shit because if I'm not on my shit, ain't nobody gonna help me type shit. I do think wherever you are, you're gonna like renovate this space and make it your own. It's gonna be decorated very nicely, but I would definitely encourage you not to spend too much money on the aesthetics of your home, because that's not gonna make it feel like home. It's more so praying over your home, because we do have this here. You might be by like a hardware store, or like I don't know, you might do a lot more arts and crafts, or you're gonna be like doing a lot of decorating in this next living space or something like renovating. But the reason I want to tell you guys, don't put that, like, the reason I say don't spend too much money on it, that I feel like you could do a lot with less, because I feel like you guys are gonna be here. And it will actually make you enjoy your space better if you take your time out to like gradually decorate your space, as opposed to just buying everything and then moving in and then you're just here and it's empty apartment with nothing to do. Start learning to love your space. Like, what I'm doing is like, I come into a space and I name the home. I give my home a name. I build a relationship with my home, because it's an energy, you know. And you guys, that's what I feel like you guys need to do, is build a relationship with this new space, so that you're not attached to this previous space. Because for a lot of you guys, you might view it as a downgrade, which I really don't feel like it. Like, it is, but it's not. It's how you look at it. Your perception is just was really bad. It's really not a bad space. It's just how you looking at it. You just around people. You just trying to fit in. That's not the point of it. You have shelter, and that's all that matters. I just think that what's the bad about it is the fact that you can't afford it, because the calculator is in reverse. Okay, we also have the pooch, but it's like, this is like a tombstone. I said somebody dog, all dogs do go to heaven. Somebody dog might pass away in this new space, or you might hit a dog, and that might be why you said. This is why I feel like you guys are gonna be my military base. But I'm kind of also getting like, it might be a lot of like, I don't know, some of you guys might dye your hair green or some sort, or you at some point or wear your hair green, or you guys might be around a lot of people who might be envious of you. Especially for my feminists who have beautiful hair, or you change your hair up a lot, you're gonna be in an environment where people are gonna be very jealous, and you might not even have much. But when you go to work, it's like, I'm stressed about paying bills, I'm stressed about moving forward, I'm stressed about getting on my feet, I'm stressed about doing all these things, I'm stressed about being on my own for once or for a long time, and here are these people being jealous and hating on me, and I'm scared. I don't got much, like, I don't know. It just feel like you're gonna be feeling like lost a little bit. You might even feel shaded. You might even feel like you might feel betrayed by people that moved you into this apartment complex, or you might feel like maybe you have to hide, or you might feel like you're in hiding, or I don't know, something about, you're gonna be feeling racially profiled. And I feel like it's more so, it's less about your living space that you're not gonna like, and more so about the job you're gonna have to work in order to maintain the bills in this space. That's kind of what it's giving. Because I feel like some of you guys might have a little kid, a little girl, or something like that. They might be 2 years old, and it's for more so like if my ass don't hustle, my kids don't eat type vibes. And it's just getting back and forth. It's like your job it might be just hectic, just your day today. Getting back and forth from work to pick up your kids, to trying to better yourself, to going to go do errands for the house. You probably barely gonna be at home, so that's probably why it won't feel like home to you. So you might just be like, ugh, you know. I do feel like it's gonna be by a beauty supply or like a beauty salon or something like that. I do think your home is gonna be like comfortable for you once you're there. I think when you're at home, you're gonna enjoy your time alone. Well, you're gonna enjoy your time at home. It's just when you're by yourself, you might just have like empty thoughts. Like when I first moved by myself, I was really lonely because I'm used to having like a bunch of siblings, you know. So I'm used to making all these big ass meals. I was throwing away food, you know. So I was used to having somebody always there, and it's just like finally staying by yourself. Some of you guys, you could be having a roommate now, or you might not have that same roommate when you move. It might just be you and your little one, or it just might be you by yourself. If you don't have kids, if you probably used to being around other kids, or your siblings, or your mom, or something like that, or your dad. It's something to where it's gonna be like a lack or a loss. If you're in a relationship, you might move into a place after being in a connection with somebody for a long time, staying with somebody, and then now you don't. It could be something like that, where you're just gonna be feeling like something's missing. I do think that there's gonna be a lot of energy. I just feel like you're barely gonna be at this place. Barely. They got this crocodile here. It might even be, you might even have issues with plumbing, or it might be in an area where it rains a lot, so you might have flood warnings. Some of you guys, you could be moving to Houston specifically, or like Atlanta. It's like you're gonna be moving somewhere where you hear a lot of like good things, and you probably feel like a lot of people like are really supportive of like entrepreneurs or black businesses or people like, or something like that. Like you're gonna be going to this environment thinking, oh, this is a new start. This is gonna be, wow, everybody's gonna accept me or embrace me. It's gonna be the opposite once you get there. And I think, like, let me see. I'm trying to pull some cards for some advice. Let me see. What do I want to? Let me some cards for you guys. I didn't pull none. Allow for how one, but I'll do it for you guys. What is the advice for Power 2 regarding their next living space? You guys need to stop eating out so much. Like, I feel like you guys have poor spending habits, and that's really the whole point of it. And I feel like it's your perception, because we could look at Squidward really didn't have that bad of a fucking life. He just made his life seem bad. And I told you guys something about your job. Like, you might even feel like people exclude you from events, or you might just exclude yourself because you are not happy where you want to be. You might just feel like, oh, I hate that I have to work this type of job in order to pay my bills. I hate that I gotta work in order to pay my bills. I just don't want to work. I don't want to do these things. I just want to exist, and I should just, you know. And that's true. You do deserve to just exist and not pay bills, but that's not the law of the land, at least not right now. And it's not like your life right now, the time which you have it. You can have it, it's just not right now, and you have to come to terms with that. And it doesn't make you a loser. Like, you just have a lack mindset that you really needs to be worked out on. You just need to chill out. I think you need to stop taking things so seriously. I think you need to laugh a little. You need to learn to laugh in people's face, and also to learn to like not take things so seriously. Okay. I also feel like some of you guys, there might be an older masculine that wants to help you. Let them. I also feel like there's a vibe surrounding like, there might be like, for my women, there might be like some older masculines that want to help you. These motherfuckers probably want to pay some fucking bills. Let them. I just this is what it is, honey. I can't sugarcoat it, because it's an old motherfucker. Anybody dressed like this, they ass is old as fuck. Period. Them tight ass glasses. But that's also, this is like my male Karen card. Like, this is that type of motherfucker. This is the type of dude to call everybody. This is a Chad for sure. So you might be like, you might have a boss that just overwork you and get on your nerves, and it's like, this is just probably the only job I can get you right now. I probably have to work this job because I'm probably the only good paying job in the area. It's like me working at Buc-ee's. They treated me like shit up there, and I felt racially profiled, and I got fired for telling on somebody. And literally, on top of that, every day I was like crying. I was improperly trained. Everybody was mean. Very, very mean. And I took a sick day, didn't have a doctor's note, and they ended up letting me go. But it's something like that. You might be around a lot of... Okay, I'm just gonna say this very specifically, because I understand that not everybody that's Hispanic is Mexican. I understand it, and I know that to be true, right? But you're gonna specifically stay around a lot of white people and Mexicans. And it might be like very loud in this environment. You might be staying... I don't know, this is like reminding me when I stayed with my granddad, and it's like as long as I was giving him money, and my sister was giving him money, he was cool. It's like, and then he said, "Oh, go do something better yourself." And then when we did that, he started switching this. He flipped the script. But also like a taco, car down the street, and they were so loud, like 8 blocks down, you could still hear the music. And I was like, wow, I can only imagine what it's like to be in the truck if I can hear you, hear your fucking speakers 8 blocks down the street. And that's what this is kind of giving. Like, and I said to you guys, like, y'all might not like y'all neighborhood, and this is kind of giving like trying to better yourself. Like, if you have kids, your kids might be acting up in school. It's like, I don't have time for you to be acting like this. Like, it's like a lot going on, but it's not. I think your advice is more so to go out and have fun, maybe get out the area. You probably need to laugh at people who overexert themselves to try to like prove a point. And let people look stupid, okay? And don't let people like taint your day, okay? I also feel like there's an energy surrounding. Don't live outside your means and don't try to be nothing that you aren't. Because Squidward, nobody else has to like his art but him. As long as he thought his art was the shit, if he ain't do nothing but decorate his art around the time, even if he was the only person that enjoyed his art, that's all that matters. You enjoy your art. Produce the art that you enjoy. Play the clarinet every day if you want in your house, because it's your house, okay? And that's a gift. But he was always upset at how somebody else seemed to be doing better with something worse. You know? It's like that type of vibe. Or it's the energy surrounding. If you're staying with somebody, or you leave to go stay with somebody else, and let's just say you went to go by yourself, and then you leave somebody else's crib, or you leave staying by yourself to go stay with someone else, this new place, they're gonna be like trying to ride your ass. It's like if you're staying with someone, this person's gonna try to ride your ass, and this person here, they're micromanaging and they ain't even got their shit together. I feel like this is somebody who probably like, they're annoying, and you probably look at them as a loser, and they probably feel like because they either got a job or because they make a certain amount of money, they can throw their weight around. This could be either like someone you're staying with, a spouse, a roommate, someone's like you stay with them, or this could be like a boss. Somebody here is like, this person, they don't feel good unless they putting you down. So it's like, just know that about this person, and just understand that it's like how they feel, how they treat you, how they feel about themselves. Because SpongeBob and Patrick, they don't stop goofing around because this motherfucker who don't like himself is mad at them. Like, that shit don't, Squidward don't stop shit. And that's kind of the energy that I feel like you guys meant to have. And this is confirmation with the pineapple. Like, you're gonna have like, I feel like you're gonna have your own space. Even if you're staying with somebody, you're still gonna have your own space within their space. Or you're gonna have your own space away from your boss. Or you're gonna have your own home, and you're gonna be away from these family members. So it doesn't matter. Like, even if you have little people that you don't like, let's say like you stay somewhere and the people in the leasing office are rude as fuck. It's like, I'm trying to pay my rent and you're being an asshole. I'm just trying to put in a fucking work order. I have to go to work and y'all being assholes because I'm pretty, and y'all in here with a scoop full of hair, bad built, funky attitudes, and y'all mad at me. It's like something like that. It's like you might experience some like just like blame. This is like reminding me when my sister was called an angry black woman by her boss, and nothing was done about it except she got fired for snitching. Like, it's like some shit like that. And I did say y'all do encounter a Chad, or it might be like a coon for my people of color. It's like a, I don't know. You guys are gonna be experiencing some shit where you're just like, wow, you're gonna be around a bunch of losers. Okay, and it might be you and one other person. So it could be you and a child, or it could be you and like, I don't know, a roommate or something like that. Or it could be you, a baby, and somebody else. But it's kind of giving like, I don't know, you're going to have somebody to lean on. And it's important that you know that you're not by yourself. Okay, God's going to make sure to send you somebody that you can relate to, somebody that can ease the pain, and try to find the positive things about this new, because it's like a learning curve is what I feel like you got to have. It's just a transitional period. Okay, that's all it is. It's a transitional period for you guys. I don't think this is going to be somewhere where you're going to be staying here forever. Like, you're going to die in a house or a community where you don't like. It's just everybody has to go through the experience when they stay by themselves for the first time. It's like, ooh, when you first move in, it's like, how you do what I want. But after that, it's like, okay. now I have to reteach myself structure because I just developed new habits. You know, it's like that. It's kind of what I'm getting for you guys. So with that being said, I love you guys so much. Back and around. So this is you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
You know, when you an up and coming artist and you just getting into the game, I guess people feeling like I should just be doing shit off the strip, doing it for free. Huh? How the fuck y'all think I'm feature free? I be charging for my time when I can really tax a fee. If that nigga fucked on me, that mean he fucked the boss. Labels on my ass, I done told him I ain't signed. I ain't dropping honey yet, I'm still wrong. Think I don't know these niggas out here trying to use me. I ain't from Detroit, I'm from Florida, this a Florida flow. How you fuck on 10 hoes and they got no money? Huh? How your coochie get wet, you know that nigga a bum? Huh? I used to could sing, but I don't sing no more. My heart big, they gon' always try to use me. I like to rap for real, how I know, cause I rap in the closet. I had to leave my ex alone, cause he said I couldn't rap. He said I wasn't.
What's up, Pal 3? It's your girl Key. If everybody read on the tube, we're back with another reading. So today we're going to be deciphering or trying to get a better understanding in regards to where you want to live next. So I'll pull cards for Pal number 2, so I guess I'm going to pull them for you guys as well. But for Pal 3, something about the color blue can be significant. This home could be blue. I'm also getting a vibe surrounded. It could be by a gym or by a school. For a lot of you guys, this next home, it could be like a townhouse or like a condo, apartment, something like that. I'm not getting it being like a house, like just a house. It's like either a townhome or some sort of like condo apartment type of situation. Because I'm seeing like stairs. It might be stairs within your unit. In your next home, your grass might grow like really fast. So some of you guys could have a backyard or a garden. So it's kind of giving townhome type vibes, or it could be an apartment complex where they have like their greenery on their greenery on their patio. Okay, so I'm kind of getting monkey grass. So if you're allergic to monkey grass, you need to be mindful of that, because if you have pets and stuff, if you walking this dog or this cat or whatever, do you walk cats? I don't know, but when you outside, you need to be careful for the monkey grass. What they want to tell you guys, okay? Especially if you're a Libra or Aries and you're allergic to monkey grass. Okay, comment down below if that resonates. Okay, some of you guys, if you have like a smoking habit, like specifically with cigarettes, you might finally beat that in this next long living space. I feel like you're gonna be very mature feeling in this next living space. You're gonna be feeling like, I don't know, comfortable, like not stressed, not worried. It's kind of what I'm getting, like just chilling. Okay, so let's see. Oh, all these cards fall on the floor. It might, for those of you who have babies, it might take a while for your baby to get adjusted. Your baby could be a pet for all I care. Your baby could be a literal child, or it could be a pet. Take a rest, need a rest. What is Pal 3's? Let me see if this is your pal. Where is Pal 3 living now? Where's Pal 3 living now? Chihuahua. Somewhere where you feel like, okay, it's time for me to go. Somebody getting on your nerves here. I don't know if this person is leasing to you, but someone's getting on your nerves and throwing the weight around. This is a chihuahua. Look, ankle biter. A motherfucker who ain't gonna bust a motherfucking grade pumping their shit like they will. Some of you guys are somewhere where you know you have to vacate the premises fairly quickly. You could be feeling a little bit anxious about when you're gonna move. You could stay by somewhere where it's real slow. It could be rainy or gloomy wherever you are all the time. It could be like people could have a lot of dogs in your area. It could be somewhere where you get woke up out your sleep a lot, or it could be somewhere where people want you to move when they say move, or do things when they say. So this could be like, for example, I don't know what this is like, but it's kind of giving a vibe of like, I don't know. It's like, let's just say you stay in an apartment complex. They would have mandatory meetings for residents, something like that. Or a man, like, I don't know, this is like staying in a community where they do routine inspections or something like that. It's like something like, I don't know, it's annoying wherever you are. I also get an energy surrounding like wherever you're gonna be living at, wherever you're living at right now. You could also be you you might feel like people don't respect your privacy, or you might feel like your space gets dirty quickly. Okay, like the floor specifically gets really, really dirty. Like it might be footprints on the floor, so you might have hardwood floors, okay? Or you could have like, I don't know, talking about a TV. Okay, because I'm seeing TV static could be significant. So I don't know if a TV broke where you are right now, or if there's an energy of like, but it's kind of giving a vibe of, no, it's probably time will probably move very slow where you are right now. It's kind of giving like you're bored wherever you are right now. It's irritating. You probably don't like your landlord. You probably don't like your roommate or something like that. You probably don't like your neighbors. You probably just don't like where you at. Period. It's like I'm just ready to go. That's what it's kind of giving. If you have kids, I feel like your kids scream a lot in this area. There's a lot of kids being loud in the area. Somewhere where they have breathing restrictions is what they're saying. I feel like a lot of you guys are in an apartment right now. You could be somewhere where, when I think about when you go to a restaurant and you ask for the booth, it's something that's supposed to be made comfortable for you, but I don't know, like nobody wants to live in a booth, and nobody wants to like stay in the restaurant and stay in the booth forever. Honestly, the booths, after a while they get uncomfortable. When you get full, your stomach start touching the damn table, it just start feeling tight. Even if you're really not there, you just naturally want to lean up. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I naturally want to lean forward whenever I'm in a booth, and it's kind of giving like that type of vibe. Like I lean up, like titties and shit touching down. So it's just uncomfortable. It's like maybe it served its purpose, but that's what kind of what they saying. Like when you first moved into this space, it wasn't that bad. It was alright. Like I can get you with this, but it's at the point where it's like, oh, I'm tired of looking through these four walls. You probably don't get around much. Probably just in this house all the time. It's just getting annoying. And I feel like it's the same color throughout the entire house, and that's really what just be blowing you. I don't know, maybe you can't decorate like how you want. Some of you guys like to paint your places or put your wallpaper up and shit. It's like they telling you can't. It's like motherfuckers pamper your style. Wherever you are, people act like you can't do just normal shit that really don't bother them. It's like it's a peel and stick wall. Like, you know, why does it matter? Or why does it care? Why do you care if I put a fucking hole in the wall? I know how to fucking put some damn putty in the damn hole and fix it. But I don't know, something like that. It's like you can't do what you want to do in this space, okay? Some of you, this could be like a senior apartment, or this could be just somewhere, I don't know if you just stay with an older person, or if it's like a vibe of like, I don't know, your management, your landlord could just be very old, or it's just like, it could be nothing but old people in your area. You could just feel like you're around the wrong crowd of people. Like it could be quiet, you probably like that shit at the beginning, but you probably miss some sounds. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's pretty slow where you are. Confirmation, okay? Now, where is pile 3 going to live next? I just want to make sure that that's your path. This is your path. Where's pile 3 going to live next? Where's pile 3 going to live next? You're going to be very grateful. It's like something's going to finally open up for you that you've been waiting for. Like something you probably going to be able to do. Probably finally going to be able to do something that you want to do that you've been wanting to do for a very long time. Okay? Something that's been closed out. It might be something where it's like a program. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you ever applied for some sort of like assistant? This is like finally getting that shit like years later. It's like, why y'all email me? I don't even need shit no more. It's kind of giving it. Like, you might get something that's like, okay. But I feel like when you get it, you kind of are gonna need it. But some people, when they get it, it takes so long that they don't need it no more. I feel like it's gonna come right on time for you. It's something about, he kind of like a pastor with his shirt off. That belt kind of combo, it kind of give like the, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of giving like you might have like a come to Jesus moment. Like you might have a sit down with Yeshua, or you might just be like, I know that's right. Like let me just give you your 10 real quick. Thank you so much. You might have a testimony moment. It's gonna be a lot of churches in the area. You might have some Jehovah's Witnesses in the area where you're going. Okay, you might have a lot of like super religious people in the area where you finna move next. Tell me about where Pile 3 is gonna live next. You might live with somebody, a sibling, or a child, or a pet, okay? I feel like you're gonna have a roommate of some sort, because it's like splitting bills 50-50. That's kind of what it's getting. Okay, it's like going half with somebody, things working out. okay? And I feel like this person thinks like you, act like you, and y'all have a lot in common. Okay, whoever this person is, it's you and this person deciding to move in together. Or deciding to move with each other. It's not like you find somebody like, oh, you're a roommate, I met you through an app online. It's not giving Facebook Marketplace at all. It's giving like, okay, I just say you got a partner, you're moving in with your partner. Or this could be like, okay, like me and my best friend decided that it would be cheaper for us to stay together, or something like that. It's giving that, okay? Tell me about where Power 3 is going to be staying next. Where I feel like it's a lot of people who don't have like manners or don't understand, like, and I don't want to say this to scare you, but it's kind of giving like people gonna be catcalling you, male or female, it don't fucking matter. Like you gonna be getting hollered at all the time, and it might be annoying. You might be around people where they have a lack of mindset. You might be in an area where people are jealous hearted or they don't have certain things. So I feel like I should tell you move at night or move with very little, or something might happen to where you can't pack too much, and that shit might happen for a reason. Like if you feel like, damn, I just can't make all these trips, God might be delaying that shit on purpose so you don't get your shit ransacked. Because these motherfuckers looking for some trouble here. These motherfuckers with no common sense, dumber than the average dummy. It's like kind of giving that. I'm here, let a nigga try me. I'ma kiss whole motherfucking family, and I get that. You got the burner with you, but I know you got it. I know you good from the neck up. I understand that, but I feel like God is saying that they gonna protect you from any situation that cause you to act like that. But you gonna be around some barbaric motherfuckers, some people that I feel like some ugly bitches, specifically that like to dress half naked and they ugly to motherfucker. And I feel like you like to dress how you like the alternate between how you dress. But when you dress half naked, you pretty. I'm pretty and I'm player. That's a double P. Shout out to my girl Secret. It's giving that, honey. If you're a masculine, it's kind of giving like it might be like some ugly ass people, like just ugly ass people that's just trying to flirt with you. They're just gonna be annoying to you, and they gonna be trying to like they gonna be on you. Like you gonna have a persistent flirt. Like somebody. That's just as I said that, y'all. I can't make this up. I can't make this shit up. It's gonna be somebody very persistent trying to talk to you. You might tell the person, leave me alone. You might have to call off on somebody like, motherfucker, I'm not into you. Leave me alone. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, thank you. I don't want it. I don't need it. Okay, you might have to shake somebody. So it's like, don't you ever. It's like when I was little, and there was this boy that with his man that really liked my mama, and he stopped me walking to school and gave me some money. He was like, tell your mom I love her, okay? My mama was like, oh, really? She went upstairs, cussed that nigga out and his parents, because he ended up staying with his parents. She ended up finding out he stayed with his parents. There was a lot of shit going on. She ended up finding out he was disabled. It was like a lot of shit. So he was like an older man, but I guess he was like not right. Although he wasn't disabled to the point where he didn't know that shit was wrong. He knew better, but he might have like I don't know. He just wasn't. He had enough sense to know that shit was wrong, but not enough sense to where his parents like really trusted him on his own, because he really didn't take shit seriously. He just kind of stayed at a certain age, at a certain like for a long time. He was like that. Like he just kind of stuck at a certain, It's kind of reminding me that if this person not be disabled and like you, it could just be this person. It could be like a kid that like you. And it's like, boy, I'm grown. A girl, I'm grown. Get your young ass away from me. The fuck? I'm not trying to go to jail behind you. Or it's like, bitch, I would go to jail putting you in the dirt, bitch, for playing with me. I told you no, I'm not interested. It's like something like that. Like out here, it's this Hispanic man. He always trying to get me to come over there by him and talk to him. And it's like, how many times I gotta say, Bookie, I'm not interested. And you have my granddaddy age. Stop it. It's like, it's stuff like that where it's like you gotta be totally disinterested in somebody. You might even be trying to like sneak out your own house. Like it might be like a neighbor, because that motherfucker stayed right upstairs from us, and my mama was mad about that, because she was like, it's one thing to harass me, it's another thing to like stop my daughter on the way to school, just tell some shit, and I done told you I don't want to talk to you. It's like that. Okay, I do feel the need to tell you that the niggas is gonna be on you, and I feel like it's like wherever you go, people gonna just recognize you, and they gonna be trying to be your friend or trying to get in. I'm hearing you wanna boss up your life, all you gotta do is get in with me. It's kind of giving that. It's like they know I'm a walking ticket. It's kind of giving that. Like you just have that presidential type of vibe. Motherfuckers just really want to be close to you, or be in your energy, or be in your circle. It's kind of giving you gonna be popular. Some of you guys are gonna have some clout that you acquire when you stay in this environment. It's like people gonna be trying to, I don't know. People gonna recognize you. Wherever you go, people are gonna recognize you that you probably like don't take seriously, or you probably like don't like that. Like it's kind of giving like, God, you might have some like, you might be hood famous or something like that. Like, you know, yeah, just as I said there, like, oh brother, it's like you might feel like that shit probably don't matter to you. You know, it just probably don't mean shit. But I feel like you like to be by yourself. Cause saying she likes to be an adult. She wants to be alone but around people. That dome is clear to where she can see everything around her. But she's far enough out to where you gotta be looking for her to find her. And even then, she got like a gate, like a whole guard. You might have a screen, like a metal gate on your door that before you get into your door. Like it might be something like that where you stay. You might also stay somewhere where you can kind of like, you might have a ring light, or it's like an energy, like a ring doorbell, not a ring light, but like a ring doorbell, something like that. Or you could have like, I just feel like you'll be probably in the back of the apartment complex, or back of, you know, you're gonna be able to see everybody. So you either in the back or you're in the very front. You're not in the middle where everybody is, like type vibes. So it's something like that. I feel like you're gonna be somewhere where you can get in and out, okay, of the street. So if you have a house, your house will be on the very end of the street. But I feel like whatever it is, so if you do have a house, it'll be like a duplex. It wouldn't be like a single home. I'm just not getting it. I just feel like it's gonna be something to where it's gonna be other people very close to you, and they're gonna be very nosy. You might have just very nosy neighbors, okay? And many of which who will have an attraction towards you. Tell me more about Pile 3's next home. You're gonna have a lot of glass. That could be like tedious for you, because you might have like a lot of like windows in your next home. Tell me about Pile 3's next home. Where they gonna live next? Pineapple in reverse and a piece in reverse. So I do feel like if you have children, your children will be safe. Okay, you're gonna be in an environment where there's no predators. You don't have to worry about like weird, like I don't think these people here are like trying to, I don't know, it's not giving I got a baby mama, I got a girlfriend, but I want you to come have a threesome with us. It's not giving those type of creeps. It's just kind of giving like somebody might like you. And it's kind of, I don't know if y'all ever seen Single Moms Club, where they got Terry Crews kept showing up to that girl's job with flowers, and she was like, these came off of a tombstone, like this came off somebody's like burial site. Why you bring me this? It's like something like that. Not saying somebody gonna bring some burial flowers, but it's like you might have somebody that comes to service you for something. Somebody might come to install your cable, or fit like an maintenance, something like that, and that might be the motherfucker that like you. It's like no, and this person could be old. Like it might be a bunch of older people that like you. It's like some old people, and it's like some people that are super, like just not your type. Like if they are young, they look older than what they are, and that turns you off in itself. I think that the walls are gonna be very thin wherever you're gonna be staying at. I do feel the need to say wherever you're gonna be staying and you're gonna be getting a lot of play. I do see you fucking in your next home. I think it might be somewhere where you ever just, it's like this card here give me some, ain't that some nigga shit? And you better not nod or laugh if you white either. But it's kind of giving, or Hispanic, okay? Nigga is a black word, okay? But it's kind of giving like, it's people doing, let me just say it like that. It's like, people gonna be doing the most. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it. When I was in Pleasant Grove, you know, a certain demographic of people was always racing. When I was staying in South Dallas, a certain demographic of people was burning fireworks well into January, on Christmas, on Thanksgiving, on the 4th of July, on Independence Day. Just because summer started, we got fireworks, spring break fireworks. It's just kind of giving, it's that type of shit where it's like, okay. It's like, what? It's like, oh, brother, but what do I expect type shit. It's like something about like, I expect that from these type of people. Whatever that means for you. Cause that sounded very classist, me saying that, but that's how you gonna be feeling. Like I gotta call it how I see it. You might feel like you're around a lot of people who are satisfied with the way they live, but you might look at them as idiots. So this is like me staying out in the country. I think a lot of people out here, they do things that don't make sense. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the people here move very slow, and I feel like they work harder rather than smarter. And I feel like they take things seriously that they don't take seriously. I don't know, whatever the fuck, okay? But it's kind of like that. Like people out here actually snitch when they smell weed smoke. Weird. It's kind of giving like that type of vibe, you know? It's like, okay. You might stay around a neighborhood where people complain a lot for any inconvenience. You might have nosy neighbors. It's gonna be somebody that's really jealous. It's gonna be some people here that are really jealous of how you look, that are gonna be trying to like intimidate you or make things complicated for you, but you're gonna give them like zero attention, none whatsoever. Tell me about Power 3's next home. I do see you being in a relationship. I see somebody come and pick you up. You might be at somebody else. You're gonna be with your boo a lot. Come here and there's always there for a person that will always have your heart. This motherfucker could look like this. You or this person could look like this. Somebody that's gonna look at you with loving eyes. Might visit you at your next home. I do feel like that your kids might grow up a little older in this space. Wherever you are gonna be next, you're gonna be, unlike the other pals, you're gonna be in this space for a little while. Something about, especially if you have a daughter, your daughter might start developing attitude. Like they might start acting out in this area. It could be because of their peers. I'm also getting an energy or a vibe surrounding wherever you stay at next. You might run into one of your like family members in the area and it might be annoying, or you might be near people that know your family members, or you might be near a lot of relatives or people that watch you go. You might be a lot like this is like moving in an area where a lot of your childhood friends stayed, or like friends is stretching it. It's like classmates. It's like, hey, oh girl, I remember you. It's like, oh, you act like you don't know. It's like people gonna be acting like you owe it to them to tell them that you're in the area, and that might be a thing. Your kid might not like school. Your kid might be acting out like a lot at school. They may have a hard time taking instruction in this new area. If it's not your kid, it could just be also like you could you gonna be watching a lot of kids in the area. You gonna be like, damn, I'm getting old. I'm getting up there. It's kind of giving that. It's like you gonna be look at the kids playing and be like, damn. Like you might even roll down your window and say something like, hey, y'all stop doing all that fighting. Like, where your coat at? Like, hey girl, your mama wants you to be by the boy. Your mama know you got that makeup or something like that. You might do some auntie or some mama shit or some like old head shit. Like you gonna be somebody might call you OG, and it might be like, what the fuck? It's like me being called ma'am, and I was born in year 2000. You know, that should be throwing me, but I got gray hair and white hair all in the front of my head, so I get it, but I'll be like, you know, it's like that. It's like, damn, we grown. I do kind of get an energy though, like, I think school might be hard for your kid, and that could be the energy too. I see somebody going up to the school. If you got a kid, you might have to go to school and set somebody straight. Because it might be like a bully in the neighborhood, or it might be like a bully in the apartments that you might talk to their parents like, say, man, this what the fuck it ain't, not with mine. The fuck, it's kind of giving that. Like, you might set some kids straight about how they playing or interacting. Because it's like, somebody here is being fast. It might be some little boys too. It might be a badass little boy playing too hard that likes somebody's daughter or something like that. Or it might be somebody's daughter saying that a little boy did something to him, and it's like, for those of you who have daughters, you're going to be on the end of the spectrum where it's like somebody's going to be jealous of your daughter over a little boy, or just how cute your daughter is, and they might be being mean. Or if you have a son, it could be somebody's little daughter that likes your son. They could be either way too young for your son, or they could just be bad and fast and acting wrong. It's something like that, where it's like something that you don't tolerate for your kids and other people let slide by. They gonna be trying to influence, and you gonna start seeing some of those influences on your child, and it's gonna be a lot of redirecting in the home. But other than that, about the house itself, I kind of see, I think you might have like fruits, like you might have a garden or something like that. You might be around a lot of like, I don't think you'll be around like fast food. You might just naturally not want to eat fast food because you might grow a lot of your food. You might just develop a green thumb. Regarding your home or the neighborhood or the environment, I'm kind of getting like, You might be around a lot of prudish people in this neighborhood. It's kind of giving like you gonna be dressed like, it's like the girls that get it, the girls who don't. So you might be around a lot of people where it's like people might judge you for your fashion sense, because I feel like you dress up for anything, and people just act like they just don't understand. Like, why can't I look sexy going to the leasing office? Why can't I look sexy going to my mailbox? Why can't I walk to the corner store with my makeup done and my wig split? Why can't I do that? So it's like, who says? You know, it's kind of giving that. I can only give examples as a girl, but if you a boy, it's like, okay, so what? I got my haircut just to walk around the mall. So what? I bought an outfit for today, and I buy new t-shirts every day. So what, nigga? Why you worry about me? Like, what difference does it make? It's like kind of giving that. Nobody's gonna be playing hey. That's all I can say is like, you gonna be the shit in this new environment. But I see you being grateful in this next living space. You might even notice if people start copying you by like the things you do, like your aesthetics. People might give you funny looks, and you might look at the neighborhood and be like, oh, I see bitches is taking notes. You might be like that, you know. In your next home, I feel called to say like, some of you guys might be in an area where it's like a Mexican grocery store. It might be like specifically like a Mexican grocery or a Mexican food mart. Okay. You're gonna be by your parents in some way, shape, or form. You're gonna be by a parent that, like the parent that you don't want to see. You're gonna be right there by them. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You're gonna be close or near people that you don't want to see you. You're gonna be in an area, or you might be in an area where you grew up in that you didn't like to be in. You might have to go back there, or you might be back in, you know. It's like, for me, if I was to ever go back to stay in like Singing Hills, Oak Cliff, or Highland Hills, Oak Cliff, that shit would like blow me, because it's like, I told myself I would never go back there because of the memories associated with it. But I don't see y'all dislike it. I see you being protected. I see your house. Like, your house on the outside, it might look plain. You might not have like no decor that people can see on the outside, and on the inside it's gonna be glorious. Like, it's gonna look like it's like the outside versus the inside of your house. It's gonna be like a breath of fresh air. With sandy cheeks, it's gonna be like, I don't know, whatever the outside. Don't worry about it. So I feel kind of telling you, like, don't get too caught up on it, because I feel like your home is gonna be your sanctuary. That's exactly what Sandy got. And I see you have a lot of like DIY projects. You might renovate your whole house to make it to your liking, and it's gonna be very nice. Like, it's gonna all come together very well. I feel like they're gonna be towing a lot in the area where you're gonna be staying. Towing is like, they tow bad like a motherfucker. Okay, they give out tickets for anything. And I also feel like they try to find people for like minuscule stuff as well. I feel like the people in the leasing office are just kind of like, they always looking for a way to like get money out somebody, something like that. Or they might work with you if you have poor rental history. They might work with you if you get, like, they might try to get a lot of money out of you. But these people are stupid. You can talk around these people. You can talk circles around these people. So I feel like wherever your next living situation is, you probably need to meet these people in person, because these are people here. I feel like they're bargain. Okay, tell me more about Power 3's next home. Where are they gonna live next? Somewhere chill. It's kind of giving like, you're gonna be in your own space, comfortable. You might have a cat. You might get a cat. Okay. I see you. You might be a homebody for real. You might barely even leave your house, and this is the pop out type shit. I think you got your house decorated very colorfully. Like, it's gonna be very colorful. Okay, I feel like it's also gonna be like, you might even have like a lot of like pinks and blues and whites around your house specifically. Maybe even some silvers, purples. It's gonna be very eclectically, like, it might even be like bohemian type vibe the way you decorate it. Tell you more about Power 3's next home. I feel like you gonna have carpet in his next home. You might be somewhere familiar, and it's like, oh, it's, unless somebody know where you at, they don't know where you at. Unless you out and about type shit. Like, you might be like, it's kind of giving like, you imagine staying right. It's like reminding me of this movie my sister was watching, and she had me watch. It's called Shazam, and he was like adopted. He been looking for his mama his whole life. She just left him at the fucking fair park and didn't look for him at all. He spent his whole life looking for her, thinking that she lost him, and that motherfucker was down the street. So it's kind of what I'm getting for you guys. Like, not to do on some trauma shit, but I just feel like you're going to be right down the street from people that you're trying to avoid, and they might not even know it. It's like hidden in plain sight type shit. It's like you wouldn't know where this place is unless you know where it is. You wouldn't know I'm there unless you know I'm there. And you don't know I'm there, so you don't know I'm there. It's kind of giving that. It's like you might be somewhere. Your neighbor could be an older person, like an older light-skinned person, male or female. They could have like sandy red hair or blonde hair or ginger hair, but it's cut real short. I feel like this is an older feminine, but it could be a masculine. I feel like it's a masculine, he gay. But this older person, this person's gonna be very nice. They might come by a lot. They might have you do, I don't know. For those of you who know how to do hair, this person might want to come do her. Or they might drop off things. If you have a kid, they just might want to come by to shoot the breeze, you know. It's like I see you having like company of a elder coming by, and y'all talk a little bit about things going on in the community. Y'all might drink coffee or tea together and just kind of chill. Okay, I feel like you'll have some people that you'll have a certain group of people that come by that you really fuck with, okay? And that's it. It might be even like a best friend, okay? That might come by. This person has really short hair though. Their hair is cut really, really short. And they have deep dimples. This person will be coming by. This person's name could be like a season. Somebody's name could be Autumn. I don't know if you're watching this, comment down below. This is your pal, but it's kind of giving that. It's like chilling. Like I feel like you're gonna be chilling in your next home. I don't really see like no much drama. I feel like it's more so like when you leave, it's just gonna be hating, it's just mad. Let's see more about pal 3's next home. Okay. I did say y'all was gonna be like about Mexican like fruits market or something like that, but I'm also you might be by a church that gives like donations or like giveaways for free food or something like that. You might be by a pantry or something like that, and you might be like, hell yeah, okay. They might have programs where they give away certain things because this is like, I don't know, we have all the essentials. Or you're gonna be right by a grocery store because you got tomato soup, fruit, and we also have milk, okay, here. We also have the beauty supplies gonna be here, like a beauty salon or a beauty supply, because we have the brush and then we have like the spray bottle. And Sally's don't sell black girl hair products. I found that out the hard way. They also got, I did say y'all gonna decorate y'all home like eclectic. Like I was getting like ocean vibes. You might spend a lot of time like your sanctuary might be your bathroom. Okay. I see it might be a Chuck E. Cheese by your house. Okay, about where you're gonna stay next might be a Chuck E. Cheese. I see it being by a nail shop. I feel like there might be like you might decorate a lot for Christmas. Christmas is gonna be very good for you this year or when you move. Okay, I did say you guys are gonna be hidden in plain sight. I can't make this up. It's hidden in plain sight, Bookie. Yeah, and you're sneaking. It's giving that for sure, because some of you guys have a lot of people in your family that are nosy, and you just don't, and you have nosy neighbors like I was picking up on. You're trying to, like, you can see them before they see you, and you're staying out the way. I see you guys cooking a lot at home. Okay, some of you guys are gonna be by like a Louisiana foods place or a restaurant or something like that, because this is the boot right there and it's right by the pot, and this is like some of you guys are gonna be cooking some good meals in your next home. It's like putting your foot in a meal. Okay, so I see you guys being well moved in and adjusting to your next home before holidays scroll around. Well, this is like a kid on the screen. This is like a laptop, something like that. Some of you guys are gonna be creating a lot of content. If you guys are content creators, I see you creating a lot of content at this new like space. Like I said, I did see you guys getting a cat. That's confirmation. YTZ. What is this? Let me see. I'm trying to see if we have some alphabets. The letter Z, Y, or T could be significant either for this home, apartment complex, or the street. Does not have to be. I'm hearing black woman forever, snow bunnies never. I don't know why I'm hearing that shit. You're gonna have a lot of good luck here in this next home. Okay. I'm also getting like an energy surrounding, like, I don't think this place is gonna break the bank for you guys. You might be by like some corner stores, or you might be by like an old ass mall that don't nobody go to anymore, like a ghost town. This might be somewhere. I feel like your next home is gonna need some tweaking, something like that. It's gonna need some tweaking, like some remodeling. You might decorate and do something. Like you might literally take like the hard tools off like your cabinets and things of that nature. I see you doing like some extreme DIYs. But overall, I feel like you're gonna be very lucky. You're gonna be feeling very lucky in this next home. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. Your child is gonna enjoy it. If you have children, some of you guys are gonna have children in this next phase, or become pregnant, or get somebody pregnant in this next home. But I see you guys have a lot of good positive memories. So that's what I have, you guys. I love you guys. Give me the back and run on social media. I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.
I'm calling you daddy, daddy, can you be my daddy, daddy, I need a daddy, daddy, won't you be my daddy, daddy, come and make it rain down on me, come and make it rain down on me.
Nah, come and kick it with a twister. Black Caddy Mac Daddy with a hoe up.